everyone, welcome to the Destination Collection launch. The irony of this collection, when we had originally launched this or talked about launching this at the beginning of the year, Destination meant a very different thing than what it does today. So welcome to my home. I guess all of our destinations now are our living rooms, our bedrooms, our backyards. Hopefully that'll change soon, but every year at this time, we launch a high performance collection. Fortunately, right, this was a good timing for this launch, but the Destination Collection is very fitting of a lot of the conversations that are happening today with your clients, amongst each other. So I'm really excited to bring it to you. So let's get started. I am going to share my screen. Destination Collection. So the Destination Collection, inspiration for designers comes from keeping their eyes open and their minds ready to reflect. The Destination Collection takes its cue from what surrounds us and envelopes us in both architecture and in nature. That is a quote from our creative director, Dorothy Casonis, who is just such an inspiration to me. She is really taking on this virtual presenting and putting these, all of her beautiful designs and work into a virtual setting, and it's just inspiring to see. So today, the Destination Collection launch is a high performance collection. We've got 4 new bleach cleanable upholsteries, 2 of those in which are suitable for indoor-outdoor use. We've got a brand new privacy curtain that is an ombre. It's stunning. We have my personal favorite, indoor-outdoor double width drapery called Glance, which is also bleach cleanable. And then we've got 3 new wall coverings in the collection, and 2 of which are part of our new KT wall, which is a program we developed that has all of our wall coverings that are $25 or less a yard. So really wonderful. And then because it's so fitting right now, we're going to review bleach cleanability and antimicrobial properties. Once we get through this PowerPoint, we're going to do a little fun building a destination palette, and then we're going to finish the day with little pop quiz. The Destination Collection takes its inspiration from what surrounds us. It highlights and focuses on the fine balance of structure and abstraction found in patterns and textures in both architecture and in nature. Starting with our vertical surfaces, Fragment and Track are 2 new wall coverings. Fragment is inspired by the mosaic tiles, which we have adorned in interior and exteriors of architecture for centuries. The embossed roller we use to make Fragment emulates the layout of stones and/or tiles, as you can see here. This is a very textured square, really kind of an all-over small scale pattern. It is part of our KT collection at $20 a yard. It is 100% vinyl wall covering, and it comes in 12 beautiful colors, which you will see maybe a little bit better in depth when we go to the live part of it. Oh, there's another really great shot. Trek is based on stacked stones of balanced organic geometric rhythm. This is a filet-free wall covering, and it is $29 a yard. Has a really nice kind of shimmer and gloss to it, but just really great deep texture. You can kind of see there. That is Trek. And our final wall covering, Drift, mimics the gestures and linear shifts found in windblown sand. Working with the mill, we were able to capture this idea and developed an exclusive emboss of smooth, unduling lines and organic yet structural movements. This one is just stunning. It comes in a lot of really beautiful neutral colors, has a nice little shift. It is phthalate free and is only $22 a yard. And that shows the really beautiful embossment that we created. Signal Signal is our new privacy curtain. So we have Signal, which is a ombre type privacy curtain. As you can see there, this is a large repeat, so it is kind of difficult for us to kind of show, especially in the virtual setting. So please order samples. I can send you any images, but it truly is beautiful. This speaks to all types of work, especially health and wellness environments. It is 100% Trevia CS, which is inherently flame resistant, so you don't have to add anything to make it flame retardant. The pattern is mirrored on both the front and the back, so you're going to have the same kind of visual from both sides. It has 6 beautiful colorways and is $47 a yard. Here's a couple of images, which are really beautiful. And then the orange looks like a little sunrise. And that's Signal. The next one, my personal favorite, Glance, which is our indoor-outdoor bleach cleanable drapery. It is a double width, but it is 125 inches in width. So you can get really beautiful installation of this with very minimal stitching and lines. I'm redoing my backyard right now, so I am super excited about this one. It has a really beautiful tight-knit construction to it. It almost looks like a linen. It's beautiful. It is truly beautiful, and you will see that when we go to the table. And then here's a nice installation shot of it. I want to sit there. Before we move on to our bleach cleanable fabrics, I wanted to put in a little information about bleach cleanable versus antimicrobial, because these have been 2 buzzwords, would you say, since we have kind of started this new journey of what does the new office look like, how do we protect ourselves from different viruses, and I think there's some misinformation, so I want to just make sure that we have the right information out there. And please feel free to call me, email me, we can discuss any of this stuff, and it'll be, I think, a good tool for you moving forward as well. So what is bleach cleanable? Bleach cleanability is inherent to the yarn and cannot be added as an aftermarket finish. So there's no way for you to take something that is not bleach cleanable and make it bleach cleanable. So it has got to be made of polyester, acrylic, nylon. Those are all man-made yarns. Natural yarns are not going to be bleach cleanable. So a wool, a cotton, which we have all probably experienced when washing our clothes, maybe with bleach, and it's ruining it. When used properly, bleach disinfects and sterilizes a fabric. Bleach can kill viruses and microorganisms. Bleach cleanable yarns will not weaken or fade when being exposed to bleach, hence why it's bleach cleanable. When you wipe, you can wipe or spot clean with diluted bleach per specific cleaner instructions, and wipe clean to prevent any fading or damaging. So it is important to know the cleaning process. So you want to make sure that before you even disinfect, you clean it properly. So wipe off all the debris, get rid of all the grime, and then come in with your bleach, your diluted bleach solution, to make sure that you are disinfecting and sterilizing that as well as possible. It's also important to make sure that you know the dwell time on your whatever bleach product or cleaning product that you're using, to know what duration of time that product needs to be on the fabric for it to effectively remove, sterilize, and clean. And then always make sure that you wipe it off. So once you put the bleach solution on there, you let it dwell, then you want to make sure you're coming back with a clean cloth to wipe it off. So, kind of like the analogy of, you're putting all this makeup on your face throughout the day, but you've got to wash it off at the end of the day, otherwise your skin is going to scream at you and wreak havoc. For our specific products, we recommend a 1:4 or a 1:10 bleach ratio, which will help. So now that's bleach cleanable. Let's go on to antimicrobial. So antimicrobial has been something that has been very talked about lately. I've gotten a lot of emails, a lot of questions about antimicrobials and helping in the interiors. Antimicrobial fabrics or finishes is effective against bacteria, mold, and mildew. They target microorganisms that grow on fabrics. So antimicrobial is not an antiviral. It is not going to kill a virus. It is not going to kill COVID-19. It's not going to do any of that. Antimicrobial is designed to protect the fabric, not prevent the spread of bacteria or germs. So think about this finish as keeping the smell of mold or the growth of some of these microorganisms that can happen from maybe damp areas or special situations like that, but it is not going to prevent someone who coughs on a fabric that's antimicrobial and someone else touching it is going to continue to pass that. So I think there's been a little bit of confusion on that. So I want to make sure that we're clear. Some antimicrobial products are also bleach cleanable and vice versa. So you will often kind of see those go in hand. And fabrics can be inherently antimicrobial, or you can add an aftermarket finish, which has been up until recently, we have been removing a lot of those from fabrics just due to the chemicals and the different things that we are, maybe not trying to expose ourselves to as much, but every situation is different. What are some of your options? So KnollTextiles has antimicrobial finishes available with various different kinds of chemical makeups. You can go from a silver antimicrobial protection, but we also stock some bio-based antimicrobial finishes, which are a little bit more eco-friendly or per your health. If you do not want to use any chemicals, or if that's something that goes against some of your specification opportunities, definitely look or consider using a wool, a polyester, a polypropylene, or a polyacrylics. Those are inherently antimicrobial, but note that they are not bleach cleanable. So they are going to protect from the growth of some of those microorganisms, mold, mildew, things like that. It's not gonna smell over time, but it is definitely not bleach cleanable. And a virus, because COVID is so important right now, will still sit on that and it will not kill it over time. So that's out of the way. If there's any additional questions, always reach out to me. I want to move on to the fun stuff. So this is our new bleach cleanable fabrics. The first one is Stripe It, which is inspired by structure and line work seen in modern architecture, and the colorful, precise plant rows of tulip fields. Stripe It is a complex blend of two very different yet similar combining lines, color, and texture. That's a mouthful. Stripe It is the only bleach cleanable Epping blade suitable for outdoor use in the market. Isn't that awesome? Inspired by the tulip fields and architectural structures, it is indoor-outdoor approved. It is bleach cleanable. It is antimicrobial. It has 100,000 double rubs, and it has 5 beautiful colorways. This has a very large pattern. So it's a 54.5-inch pattern, which you can see here. So when looking at this, if you need bigger samples, please don't hesitate to reach out to get the full kind of visual and color view of this. It is nice to see it bigger. All of the colors come from the warp setup. Each of the 5 colors of Stripe It use a specific and unique warp layout of the 16 yards that you can see here. This is just a really fun shot of the actual mill setup of how this is woven. And then here's a great installation shot of it on the bench cushion, which is really fun. The next product is Vice Versa. So Vice Versa is based on the simple and orderly arrangement of shapes found in architectural facades. And it is super fun. It is a multicolored geometric small scale pattern. It is bleach cleanable. It has excellent light fastness, although it does not meet the outdoor capabilities. There are 7 fun colors and it's $57 a yard. Here's a nice shot of the blanket. And then beautiful install shot on those chairs. You can see Stripe It in the background. And then on the bench is the next Utopia. Utopia is our bleach cleanable velvet. This is suitable for indoor outdoor, which is amazing. And it is part of our KT collection. So KT collection, if you forget, is all of our product that is $40 or less per yard. This happens to be $37 a yard. It is bleach cleanable. It is acoustically neutral, so you can use it as a really beautiful velvet wall with acoustical properties. And there are 20 on-trend colors. Aren't those beautiful? I need to do myself in this, so my kids with their grimy hands, I can clean it. This is a really beautiful shot of just kind of the full collection. You can see the bleach cleanable velvet on those chairs, and also outside on the lounger, the sun lounger. The last upholstery is Retreat. The visual inspiration for Retreat came from looking at tree bark and translating its rough and varied texture into layers into pattern. Here you can see on the left some of the original drawings and information that our design team worked with when creating this pattern. So kind of layering that look to develop what you see on the right, which is Retreat. Retreat is beautiful. It is inspired by the tree bark, organic pattern. It has a sophisticated hand and a linen-like look. It's bleach cleanable. It is $52 a yard. There are 8 really beautiful on-trend colors, but the minimum for custom on this is only 60 yards. So it is a really easy one to kind of, work with the colors if you need to do something more specific to your clients. And then, wouldn't you like to lay there? I would. That is beautiful. That's just a really beautiful picture that kind of shows everything that we have went over. Now, I want to quickly stop sharing my screen and go over to the table where I have our product set up, and I'm going to turn this just a little bit so that you can see my voice a little bit better. So over here, you can see we have got Stripe It. So this, like I said, Stripe It is a large pattern, nice big repeat of 54 inches. This is just one of the colorways. So we're going to build kind of a pale pink, nice calming palette, starting with Stripe It. The next, we're going to go with our vertical surfaces. So this was Trek. Trek was our phthalate-free wall covering with the deep embossed, kind of like the stacked stone look. It's just really beautiful. It has a little bit of a shimmer, nice little shine to it, and that's kind of a pale pink color. So we'll start with that one. And then the next two, Fragment, which is our vinyl wall covering. You can see kind of the stacked mosaic tile look on that one. And this is part of our KT wall. So this is going to be, I believe this one is $20 a yard. That's Fragment. And then the last one is Drift. So this is the one that you can see kind of the wind embossment, just a really beautiful, easy texture, and a nice kind of almost like a bronze champagne-y color. So those are our wall coverings, Fragment and Drift being our KT wall, so under $25 or less, and then Trek at $29. Next, I want to show you the new privacy curtain. So this is Signal. Signal is huge, and the ombre really spreads around. So I wanted to just kind of try and show how it goes from the really light color and then gets into a little bit more blue-gray color as you go. It is really beautiful. I mean, like a day spa, nail spa. So that's Signal. Then we're going to go on to some upholsteries. So we've got Retreat. This was the bleach cleanable option that has kind of the bark, tree bark kind of pattern look. Has just, it's a really beautiful hand. I mean, I can't believe that these are all bleach cleanable. So that is Retreat, a really nice kind of soft palette. And then we've got Vice Versa, which is another bleach cleanable option, more geometric. I think the colorways in this one are just so beautiful. Pinks and blues. And then we've got Utopia, which is the velvet, the bleach cleanable velvet, which you can use both indoor and outdoor. I did a really nice kind of tan gray, just really sophisticated look in my palette for today. There's that. And then my personal favorite, Glance. So this is the indoor-outdoor bleach cleanable sheer. As you can see it, the weave is really nice, just a tight, kind of almost like a linen. Don't know if you can see, it's not super sheer, but you can definitely see some stuff through it. It's kind of hard to tell through here, but this is definitely a favorite. And like I said, this is 25 inches wide, so you can do a really beautiful installation with tall ceilings. So that's Glance. And then because we don't have any non-wovens in this collection, we typically have them in all of our launches, but this was all kind of woven bleach cleanable options. I wanted to remind you of Chameleon. Chameleon is our polyurethane with a silicone base or kind of top. It has this really beautiful kind of shimmer and shine, a nice soft, subtle look. Bleach cleanable, obviously, FR free, but that's Chameleon, and it's part of our KT. If you don't remember KT, you'll see that little red tag on all of this stuff that is $40 or less. And then just for good measure, we've got a little Knollwood. Make it look pretty. So there's our palette. Beautiful. Now I'm going to reshare my screen because we've got a couple of pop quiz questions. So, first pop quiz question is, KT Wall is product blank or less? Ding, ding, ding. KT Wall is product that is $25 or less per yard. Like I just mentioned, we have the KT Wall, we have the KT collection, which was our original kind of price affordable design. And then just end of last year, we launched this KT, or beginning of this year, oh my gosh, where are we? Beginning of this year, we launched the KT Wall. So really kind of trying to categorize our products to make it really easy for you guys to specify when you're looking at maybe price conscious options or VE, different things like that. But it's beautiful design, is not lacking in any way, just kind of highlighting pricing to make it easier for you guys. Okay, next question. Question number 2, true or false? You can add a topical finish to make a fabric bleach cleanable. Ding, ding, ding. False. You cannot add anything to make a fabric bleach cleanable. It is the fibers that are inherent to the actual fabric that make it suitable for bleach cleaning. So make sure you always look at the back of the tag. All of our products will show the cleaning solutions and if it is bleach cleanable, and then you can always reach out to me if you need some more options. And our third question is, which is more important in the stop of spreading COVID-19, antimicrobial or bleach cleanability? Bleach cleanability. So as we reviewed, antimicrobial is going to protect the fabric from growing microorganisms like mold, mildew, things like that. It is not going to kill any viruses that come in contact with it. It will help spread it because it's not going to kill it unless it is cleaned. The only way to get rid of COVID-19 is by bleach cleaning it off. There is no fabrics out there that are antiviral. So it is really important that we focus on how we properly clean our spaces, our fabrics, and how we move forward this way. And we will have more information. This stuff is changing every single day. We're getting more and more information about how we should move forward as we go back to the office and how we're designing. So I will have a more robust presentation to offer you guys regarding my antimicrobial, bleach cleanability, disinfectants, what can you use, what can't you use. So be excited about that. And then finally, all of this collection that you saw today is in our warehouse ready to ship. Sampling is available. You can do it through me. Please reach out via email. You can do it on our website, and we partner with Material Bank, which is amazing. They've been such a great partner through all of this, and you can find everything on there. Thank you so much for your guys' time. I really appreciate this. I miss you all, and I cannot wait to see you guys soon. Be safe. I miss you. Bye.